right, hi everybody. Today we are going to do some cursive. We're almost done with our cursive alphabet. So you need to take out your handwriting book. You need a sharp pencil. So try to find one of those, or maybe you can get a sharpener or have mom or dad fix that for you. And open in your book. You're going to turn to page number 81. Page 81. This is the letter X. We're finally to the X. If you need a moment to find that, go ahead and pause this and then come right back when you're ready. All right, let's do a little review. We've learned most all of the alphabet, but we're going to finish this up this week. The lowercase alphabet, of course. So we are going to review our overcurved letters. Now remember, overcurved letters start at the baseline and go up. We have learned 3 so far with these cursive letters. So we are going to review the N and the M and the Y. So the N is overcurve slant, undercurve. The M, overcurve slant, overcurve slant, undercurve. Now remember what we said? They can be kind of confusing because it looks like this might be the M and this one looks weird, but when we remember that the ends of them are the parts that hook with the other letters, it makes it easier. So if we talk about the fact that this right here, if you erase that, look what it looks like. It looks like a lowercase curvy N. If we erase the parts that are the parts that hook to the other letters, it looks like an N. So remember, that's why we do it that way. Let's also review the letter Y. I know a lot of you have the letter Y in your name. So let's start right here. Let's do this. We have overcurve, undercurve, go to the top, and then we finish like a J. Why don't you take your pencil, hold it up, don't write on the screen, but practice the curves with us. Let's do it again. We have overcurve, undercurve, finish like the J. Don't forget how to do that, okay? So today we're going to look at page 81 in your book. We are going to look at the letter X. I think the X is kind of easy. It's a little tricky, but you guys already know the Y. Let me show you. If you know your Y, all you have to do is start with that first part. That's how you start it. It's pretty simple. You go your overcurve, slant, undercurve. You pick it up. Then you have to look for the center right there and make your mark going down backwards. That's your X. Try it with me. Overcurve, undercurve, pick up, and aim for the middle and slant down. That's how it goes. Don't go bottom up. Remember, we don't go this direction. We have to come this way. All we do with our handwriting curves this way. A slant goes this way. So let's try that again. Here we go. Overcurve, slant, undercurve, and then we cross our X. Okay, does that look okay-ish to you? Think you can do it? All right, look at page 81. Open up to there. We have a taxi with an X in the middle, and it also the word exit. Exit the taxi. So we're going to put those in words in just a minute. But let's start at just the X. I would like for you to trace the row and then do 2 more rows. When you start this, I want you to go ahead and pause the video, and then you can come back to it after you finish them. Remember, overcurve, undercurve, and then cross it down like that. Go ahead and pause the video right now, and then you can come back and we'll go on to the next part. All right, let's look at the middle part. It says join X and other letters. Okay, remember, we do not pick up our pencils while we are doing our handwriting until we get to the end of the word. That's what makes it eventually we get faster with writing in cursive than we can with print, because we don't have to pick up our pencils. So let's look here. First we have an XY. It's not tricky, you just have to know the steps. So let's make our X. It goes like this. We have our over curve and under curve. Don't pick up your pencil yet. We're not going to cross it till after we're done. Now we're going to go up, make our Y, over curve, under curve, finish like a J, then we cross. That looks kind of weird, doesn't it? But it makes sense when you think about it. Look at that. Here's your X, here's your Y. Let's do it again on the board together so you can get the idea. So we have our X, we have over curve, under curve, and now we're going to go to the Y. Over curve, under curve, finish like the J, pick up, then we cross it backwards. That's how we connect the letter together. So I want you to try the XY, pause the video, trace it, write it, and then we'll move on. All right, I hope that went well for you. Now let's look at the XX, EX, IX, AX, OX, all of those together. We've got some tricky ones coming up. For the XX, that actually is not too difficult. You just got to think about it. Think about where those letters are. You've got the XX, IX, EX, AX. Those all have undercurves coming into the X. But the last one, OX, that rule 4 word from grammar, yeah, that one's a little tricky because it has the extra line on it that the O ends with the check stroke, so it's a little weird. Let's look at the OX before we do anything else. The OX can be a little tricky because let's see how that combines. We start with our O like this. You guys know how to do the O, right? So if we have an X and I were just to write it like this, then we would put our X like this, okay? But we're not going to pick up our pencil. So we are going to get to eliminate that right there. Just eliminate it all together. We're going to make it move together. So let's try our O. We have our check stroke, and then we're going to go to the top of the X, down, under curve, and then we're going to cross. Let's try that one more time together. We have our O, check stroke, we're at the top of the X, down, up, and then we cross. The X can be a little tricky, but it's actually kind of fun. So I want you to go ahead and you're going to do the row that is there in the middle, and then you have 3 words at the bottom. That first word at the bottom, ooh, that's a big long one. Does anybody know what that is? Say it if you know it. Well, let's see if you're right. That word is xylophone. Yeah, the musical instrument. The X, sometimes it says X, but a lot of times too, especially at the beginning of the word, it says the Z sound, Z, xylophone. All right, you can do this without picking up your pencil. Let me show you, and then I'll let you try it. Xylophone is X, don't pick it up, Y, L, think about the next letter as you're going. O, what comes next? The P for phone. P, H, O, come on, you're almost done, it's almost there. Check stroke to our N, and then to the E, xylophone. Don't forget to come back to the beginning and cross your X. You'll have the word xylophone. You also have the word exit and fix. Please make sure that you trace each of these words. It's a very important thing to help you understand how the movement, so your mind knows how your hand's supposed to work. And then trace it and then write it. Do your best on it. And that's all for this page.